performance.
Oh, absolutely. Vritya Arvind again stuck to his role of not just the batsman, but at times he was also the wicket keeper for the team. So full marks to him, scoring 80 plus runs and then going back behind the stumps and keeping. Not an easy task, I must say. Also, there was a task cut out for this man who opened the innings for Sharjah Bukhatir 11 and scored runs by the multiples. Ranjit Mani on your screens.
Ranjit Mani, what a prolific hitter he has been. He would be a bit disappointed in the last game. He could not really get going. But yesterday, in the first qualifier against ECB Blues, he played splendid innings again. Anchored the innings, remained till the end, and throughout the tournament, he was the one batsman in the Sharjah Bukhatir 11 who, whichever opponent came up against them, they were thinking about Ranjit Mani, how to get him out. So that's the class of that man.
Well, absolutely. It was just today that he ran out of luck, Ranjit Mani, in this big qualifier. In fact, the first over itself, the last ball got lucky. That was a no ball that a catch was given, but then couldn't survive long, and then Sharjah obviously had to face the consequences of his non-performance. Now, let's shift focus to not just the batsmen, but the bowlers as well. This tournament has been batsman-friendly, but mind you, the bowlers have done their job and taken wickets aplenty. Topping the list of the bowlers who's got bunch of wickets with a double hat-trick, 4 wickets in 4 deliveries. How often do you get to see that? It is this man called Umair Ali Khan.
Umair Ali, what a performer he has been for Sharjah Bukhatir 11. He has performed throughout, especially with his bowling, and not only with his bowling, but with his bat as well. So, and he kept bowling in the good areas and keep taking wickets.
Well, yes, the way he bowled there, a fantastic all-rounder that one would require from your team, and the way he played, this was interesting. You know, I mean, there were a couple of games where he batted till the end and ensured that he got his team out, but bowling, spot on.
Especially that innings against Fujairah Pacific Ventures, where he scored 60 of just 17 deliveries to win that game. That was an amazing innings. And
Absolutely.
then this one, I think, yeah.
I mean, look at the bowling against ECB and then getting those wickets, you know, ensuring that the balls go in the right spot, right catches taken. Brilliant performance there by Umair Ali Khan. And not just that, was another guy by the name of Dilawar. Dilawar from Abu Dhabi, though the team didn't do well, mind you. He was definitely one of the best bowlers that we saw performing in the game.
Yeah, and one thing about Dilawar is that he didn't get to play too many games. He played only 8 games, and he took 13 wickets, I believe. So he had this tendency of picking wickets. Although his economy a bit higher, but we can expect because that is the format made for batsmen. So,
Right.
But the value of a bowler is usually defined in this format by the ability of taking wickets, and Dilawar was very valuable player there.
Absolutely. Also, one of the most valuable players that we saw who was bowling his heart out for Fujairah Pacific Ventures is this young lad. His name is Sanchit Sharma. What a phenomenal bowler. He's definitely one of the finds. He went on to represent the UAE at the Under-19 World Cup, and this boy showed why he is one of the best bowlers in the line.
Definitely, and he was the key, very instrumental when Fujairah Pacific Ventures won their first eliminator against Dubai Pulse last night. So he took 3 wickets and he was the player of the match. So Sanchit, the good thing about Sanchit, he bowls with a very big heart, and he sticks to the plan that the captain gives.
Right.
So, and he has executed all those plans pretty meticulously.
No, absolutely. You know, every bowler knows what are his areas, what all he can do, what are his abilities. And Sanchit Sharma is one of those bowlers who bowls to his abilities. And that is why he is so spot on with everything that he does, time and again. Be it the venue that we played first up at the ICC Academy that you are seeing on your screen, and and now look at this at the Dubai Stadium also. He was phenomenal. I remember one particular over where he gave away just 3 runs, and mind you, that was the 9th over of the match. Phenomenal performance, Sanchit Sharma. Mind you, after Umair Ali Khan, the ranked number 2 bowler is Sanchit Sharma. After him is this youngster who the director of ECB and the coach, Robin Singh, stated that is probably one of the most phenomenal young bowlers that he's seen and has a great future. And this one is Hassan Khalid.
Absolutely, and I'm Neil. I'm very happy to see this kind of bowler because he's a rare commodity, left arm Chinaman.
Right.
We don't see that much in the even in the international circuit. So the way he bowls, and I think my understanding is that he has all these skills.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing he's missing is the experience to judge what the batsman is about to do.
Right.
If he focuses on that and develops that anticipation to countering the batsman plan, and like some keeper or some captain just keep on guiding him that look, this is what the batsman is trying to do,
Right.
he can be a much more lethal bowler what he has been.
Well, absolutely. And then there are these tournaments like this where there are 10 matches available for every single team, and that's where the experience comes in. I'm so sure that Hassan Khalid would have learned a lot from these 10 matches, and this is all thanks to ECB. The way they have ensured that they come up with a tournament like this, and they have promised that there'll be more such tournaments coming up in the future. This is a fantastic platform for youngsters to step up, to show what they've got in their kitty with pretty much little experience, but ready for the big ones.
Absolutely, and just to wrap up on Hassan Khalid, the match that we just saw just before that, the cliffhanger, that wicket of Khalid Shah at that moment, I think that was turning point of the game.
Oh, absolutely priceless. I mean, he was hit for a few runs in that over, but then coming back and taking that wicket on the last ball of his over was absolutely the sign of someone who is made for big things. Now, big things coming up our way, and that is the mega final. Kamran, it is not going to be a one-sided affair. That is something that we can definitely promise the spectators who are watching us, because it's the two big teams, Fujairah Pacific Ventures, who've just sneaked into the finals, and ECB Blues, who are the giants. They have been there, playing consistently well, and they're almost there.
Yeah, and these two teams, they have beaten the table topper Sharjah Bukhari 11 in their last game. So their confidence, their morale would be rocket high, sky high right now. And the way ECB Blues pulled off a close game yesterday, and similarly, Fujairah Pacific Ventures winning by just 2 runs. That makes me believe that this game is going to be contested till the last delivery. And neither of the teams are going to give an inch, or they are not going to get complacent before time, because they have been there under pressure and they have performed. The only advantage I think ECB Blues has is the Asif Khan is not there.
Right. So now, this is something that we've said. What will actually happen in the game is for all of us to watch and get entertained. So get ready for the action-packed finals coming up your way. ECB Blues, who won the toss, elected to field first right now, versus Fujairah Pacific Ventures at the KAFU presents Emirates D10. Big finals coming up your way.
Very, very warm welcome to all the viewers across the world. Good day to everybody. And the stage is set. The grand finale of Kafu Presents Emirates D10 tournament coming to you live from Dubai International Cricket Stadium. And what a wonderful tournament we've had. The two teams which are going to be in action are going to be ECB Blues versus Fujairah Pacific Ventures. And we will see their journey, how they made it to the last fixture, which is the grand finale today. And the road to the final, ECB Blues, they won against, they started with a tied match against Dubai Pulse Secure, and they then again won after that against Team Abu Dhabi. They after that they won against ECB Blues and Ajman Alubond, and then Fujairah Pacific Ventures. ECB won by 8 wickets. Then they beat Team Abu Dhabi by 95 runs, and they also beat Sharjah Bukhatir, and then the Dubai Pulse Secure, Ajman Alubond, and Fujairah Pacific Ventures they lost to, but they beat Sharjah Bukhatir 11 by 6 wickets, and that was their road to the final. And the road to the final for Fujairah Pacific Ventures, they lost to Sharjah Bukhatir 11. Then Fujairah, they beat Team Abu Dhabi by 34 runs. They then beat Dubai Pulse Secure. After that, they lost to ECB Blues. Then Fujairah Pacific Ventures won against Ajman Alubond. After that, they won against Team Abu Dhabi. Then they lost to Ajman Alubond. They lost to Sharjah Bukhatir 11. Then they won against Dubai Pulse Secure. Again, they won against ECB Blue and also won against Dubai Pulse Secure. And the last match, they beat Sharjah Bukhatir 11. So great match in the offing, as they say. It's the grand stage, the grand finale, the showcase event. It is ECB Blues versus Fujairah Pacific Ventures. And in the commentary box with me is my colleague Kamran. And the first delivery, bold, nice, neat delivery, played very with soft hands, and they'll start their scoring with that single.
Thank you, Anurag. Good evening, everyone, all over the world. And it has come down to this big game. Final of Kafu Presents Emirates D10. Two teams who finished second and third in the table, they are fighting it out for the trophy, glorious trophy. That's what this competition and this tournament is all about. The table toppers, they got 2 chances to qualify for the final, but they failed.
Well, this one is played very nicely. Will it reach the boundary? Yes, it does. So first 4 runs for Fujairah Pacific Ventures, and they have been put into bat after Akram Raza, ECB Blues, won the toss and elected to field.
Yeah, the ECB Blues captain Ahmed Raza, the toss, said that they will bowl first because they think there is something in the pitch, because it's the evening start, so they might see a bit of purchase out of it. Or in the pressure game, it's a very bold decision, I must say. In the pressure match, to chase down, it's never easy, but we will see how it goes.
Well, this next delivery played quietly, and you're right, I think they fancy their batting, and they think they will be able to chase down a good any kind of a total. They played consistently very well in this match so far, and that's the reason why they are here at the grand finale. The surprise was Pacific Ventures. They were always at number 3 spot, but they really played a gem of a match. The earlier match against Sheikh Bukhatir 11, which was the most, I beg your pardon, Sharjah Bukhatir 11, which was the most consistent team before that. But unfortunately, 2 bad games, and we have a final between ECB Blues and Fujairah Pacific Ventures.
This time lofted over the top. I couldn't really middle it. Lucky for him that it falls far out of the reach of the fielder. So yeah, batsmen of Fujairah Pacific Ventures trying to assert themselves right away. Rag, what you were saying about the Sharjah Bukhatir 11 and what a journey they have had. They are not in this final, but they have been the marquee team throughout this tournament. They're losing losing only one game in the out of 10 games against ECB Blues, and they lost two matches which mattered the most.
And we have Wasim Mohammed, the key player for Fujairah Pacific Ventures, and a lovely shot off his blade. 4 runs there for him.
Madayaz erring in length, giving it a full toss outside off stump, a freebie. It was still need to be dispatched, and how meticulously Mohammed places it between the gap to earn another boundary. So Fujairah Pacific Ventures getting off to a good start. They are 12 for none, and the one more delivery of the first over coming up. Anurag.
Absolutely, and Wasim Mohammed really in good form. He's the top scorer of the tournament.
This time he has lofted, fielder coming underneath it, and he has been taken. What a big wicket for ECB Blues. The plan has worked. Wasim Mohammed goes. The first wicket down for Fujairah Pacific Ventures. They are 12 for 1 after 1.
Fujairah Pacific Ventures then losing the very, very important wicket of their top batsman of the tournament, Wasim Mohammed, having to go back. We have a look at the replay, got a top edge on that, and good catch there. Again, running behind the ball and taking that very good catch.
The good thing was, although the ball popped out of his hands, but he kept it in front of him. He had the time to recover. Anyways, all been done. Wasim Mohammed, like Sharjah Bukhatir, they failed when it mattered the most. Wasim Mohammed falters in the most crucial game, the final of CAFU presents Emirates D10, and it has come down to Mohammad Kaleem, who has been on paper considered a very, very crucial player for Fujairah Pacific Ventures, but he hasn't really fired throughout the tournament. Anurag, do you think it is the time he would be able to take his team to the trophy?
Well, he's such an important player, and this is his opportunity to grab it with both his hands and do something for his team, because now they are not playing for anything, for the coveted trophy. Worked so hard to come to this stage of the match. Here they falter, they don't take their chances, the other team is going to overpower them.
Right. 19 more overs are left in CAFU presents Emirates D10, and what a tournament it has been. What brilliant games we have seen, and we must take an opportunity to thank all our sponsors: CAFU, Talabat, Shan, Radio 4, ITW, SF360 team, and everyone on the camera at the back end who have made these visuals possible.
Yes, absolutely. Well, this one, he gets an outside edge and the field is in, and 4 runs, welcome 4 runs for team Fujairah Pacific Ventures.
Sultan Ahmed has been welcomed with a nicely half-cut, half-glide boundary. Alishan Shurafu realizing the responsibility.
Nicely played there.
It was Kaleem, because he came when the over was finished.
Mohammad Kaleem off to a good start. He's got 4 of 1 now. Sultan Ahmed. Good delivery there, and kept the batsman quiet. Batsman was in two minds. Fall away from the stumps. Anyway, enough time for them to get a single. 16 for 1. Now it's 17 for 1. So I think it's a balanced start for both the teams. Yes, they have lost that big wicket, but they have 17 on board after 1 point.
Yeah, but Fujairah Pacific Ventures, they will have to keep going because in the last game, eventually they did come out victorious, but only by an inch, only 2 runs. It went to the wire, and those wickets in the last over, especially of Shyam Ramesh, had that not come, so that total was not enough.
And this next one makes it a full toss, steps out, but can't pierce the field. But they'll get a single.
So it's a good strategy where they are hitting the boundaries wherever there is a chance, and then they are not losing the opportunity to take the quick singles. And this is the strategy that disturbs the opposition captain, bowler, and everyone.
A good delivery, and the batsman just plays it quietly. And you're very right, Kamran. It has to be a mix of singles, doubles, as well as loose balls which are to be hit. Of course, sometimes the situation is such that you have to even chance your arm against good balls. But by and large, if you mix it up, it also unsettles the bowling team and the fielding team.
Mixing the things, and Sultan Ahmed mixed the pace there. It was almost a seam up. This time it was flighted. And that's nailed down the ground.
Beautiful shot there. Absolutely got to the pitch of the ball and beat that fielder at short mid-off, straight to the mid-off boundary. 4 runs.
Anurag, that's a seesaw battle that we are expecting. And we should see. We deserve this kind of a thing. So, yeah, a couple of singles, darts, and then a couple of boundaries.
Next one, wide delivery. The batsman must be ruining. He could not take advantage of that. And one more wide. I mean, one wide. So one more delivery to be bowled. One more run added to bowl that again.
This time allowed appeal, but I think it hit the bat. If it did not, it would have been plumb LBW. So, anyways, that's the end of the second over. Fujairah Pacific Ventures batting first, 23 for 1.
"22 for 1 after the completion. 23 for 1, in fact, after the 2 overs.
This time trying to heave it across Mohammad Kaleem. Bit of rustiness, or as they say, fact that he is not in good touch in middle of the ball. Otherwise, we have seen other players. In fact, it's Ali Shan Sharafu. So things are happening here. A lot of things happening in Combox as well, and with the commentators as well. Like players, we can sometime make some errors as well. Anurag?
Yes, we too have miss hits. But the only thing is we hope the viewers don't catch us.
Even if they catch us, the good thing about those things is that they are not going to have an impact on the game itself.
That's true. Thank God for small mercies. Next delivery. Batsman on the pads. He wanted to play a shot on the onside. Not in control of that. I think it's a leg by. Wait for the umpire's signal. It is.
That's the Dafa news. A fun fact, Sunil Gavaskar was asked to postpone his retirement by Imran Khan, who insisted that he wanted Pakistan to beat India in India and that it would not be the same achievement without Gavaskar in the side. It's a very important piece of fact. It's not that fun fact, but it is fun in the sense that in the last game that Pakistan defeated India in Bangalore, Sunil Gavaskar probably played the best inning of his life when he scored 90 odd runs on that ranked runner, which is that innings is still ranked one of the best ever played in Test cricket.
Next delivery quietly played and takes a at the stumps. That thanks, Kamran, for bringing out these pearls out of archives. A lot of our modern day or young cricketers probably may not know about it. Younger generation who watches the game today have got used to watching the shorter form of the game, while we've all grown up watching test matches.
Absolutely correct. And another thing that came to my mind is the Sunil Gavaskar's only 100. And we are talking the same incidents in 1987. And he said that he is going to score 100, and he did, and it was his only 100. Okay. Anyways, Mohammad Ayaz in. Time short of length, and that must be a wide. Yes, it is.
One more ball to be bowled. The run added to the total. Alishan Sharafu, 6 of 5. And Muhammad Kaleem, this is his opportunity. We've been hearing about him, and he needs to get his act together, make an impact in this very, very critical and crucial do-or-die game.
Anurag, like you said about the fun factor talking about Sunil Gavaskar, I always revel and I always take every opportunity to let people know that before these HD cameras and all these 22 cameras, we have 8 here, international coverage, there were some players like Sunil Gavaskar, who was an all-time great. Any that will have.
When he steps out, but he doesn't get hold of it, plays it straight to the fielder, and
Lovely bit of fielding.
there is a good piece of field. Timber has been broken.
Yeah, he had one wicket to aim, and he did it. But in the meantime, quietly, Mohammad Ayaz is making a very good comeback in this over. Has given away only 3 runs. One of them was a leg by, so that won't go in his tally. Overall, 3 runs have been scored of 4 deliveries. Good over from Mohammad Ayaz.
On strike now.
This time Alishan picks it off his toes and deposits it over the long off for a boundary.
Lovely shot that this time he timed it beautifully. One bounce into the boundary. Welcome 4 runs for the team here. And this battle between bat and ball. Have a look at that again. Yes, completely in control. As soon as it hit the bat, over the infield, 4 runs.
So a mixed start is still, it's anybody's game. That was Talabat tournament 4, number 591. So it's almost 3 overs gone of the first innings of the final of Kafu presents Emirates D10, and there is still nothing to pick between the two sides. Both are even Stevens at this point.
And this one, he has a mighty heave. Is it going to be caught? Yes, safely caught, and he has to go back to the pavilion.
Mahapan completes the catch, and that will also be the end of the 3rd over. Fujairah Passive Ventures 30 for 2.
.30 for the loss of 2 wickets after 3 overs. And change in the commentary box. Asim Sheikh and Neil Oja take you next few overs.
Thank you so much, Anurag. Thank you so much, Kamran. What a fantastic start. Been mixed bag for both the sides. While Pacific Ventures, Fujairah got some runs. He also lost a wicket. That one, a short delivery. Couldn't really control that one. Ended up giving a simple catch practice kind of a catch to Karthik Mayappan. Fujairah lost the second. Mohammad Kaleem holding one side of the fort on 10.
The captain that has replaced Alishan Sharfu, Basil Hamid, and along with Mohammad Kaleem, and definitely Fujairah Pacific Ventures dugout. The entire dugout will be the man Kaleem, who hasn't fired yet, fires on the day that.
Yes, he'll have to find a performance out of nowhere. Did score a few runs in the first match today. That was the second qualifier against Sharjah Bukadir. Got runs. And he single over wicket. So his performance has been good. But checking at the umpire thinks, celebrates and says it's a wide. Mohammad Bhuta though indicating that it probably came off the body. Couldn't make much out of that, but wicket keeper definitely indicating. The umpire, wicket keeper's duty to keep the umpires guessing. These close ones.
Dramatic reaction there by Sultan Ahmed for sure. Was not convinced at all after the umpire had an exercise there.
Down the leg side, fine leg into play. Ayaz takes the catch. And that is wicket number 3. Mohammad Kaleem will have to go. He was planning this. He was bowling it down on the leg side consistently. All 3 deliveries that he blew, he bowled them on the leg side. Again, see, darting it down. Kaleem attempting this heave over fine leg. Ended up giving it a simple catch to Ayaz. Yeah, looks like Ayaz cannot do anything wrong today. 333, 33 for 3.
So here we are, finals of Emirates D10, and here, look at this big screen here, 3 for 3 in 3.3.
5 threes. Wow. How often do you get to see something as numerically beautiful as this? 33 for 3 in 3.3. Fujairah Pacific Ventures definitely want to improve their stats from here on. This for once looks beautiful.
Well, it does get unnoticed at times, but it usually happens. But on this occasion, it was noticed because the wicket fell on the 3rd ball.
3.3. Ah! Clean him up! Hold him! They are falling like a stack of cards. Someone needs to put some brakes here for Fujairah Pacific Venture batters. They're definitely looking a tired bunch of guys who want to go home early. But a spirited performance there. Look at this. Clean him up.
Absolutely, and the batsman walking back, score is 33 for 3, 3.4.
.33 for 4 in 3.4. 4 wickets gone. The dugout does not look particularly happy. Bunch of youngsters there. They have definitely not impressed by the seniors, but this man pretty impressive with his bowling changes. Ahmed Raza, the skipper for ECB Blues.
or some comments from his own as bowling is concerned is desired. Up giving up runs. Robin Singh on the screen there, director of Emirates Cricket Board, and the coach, the former Indian international, brilliant cricketer, Robin Singh himself.
Rishabh Mukherjee to face Sultan.
Was a hat-trick ball there. Comfortably dug this out, and I'm so sure it will be all jitters. Rishabh Mukherjee, this youngster, safe. Take off his team. Take off the.
Rocking onto the back foot. Basil Hamid wanted a single on that occasion. That brings an over end to the over number 4. 33 for 4.
Four overs gone. It's 33 for 4. What a splendid performance. The men in blue, ECB Blues, have risen to the occasion of the finals. They have put pressure right up front on Fujairah Pacific Ventures. Rishabh Mukherjee and Basil Hamid, these are the two men in the center. They have to do a lot more from what it is right now. Karthik Mayappan brought into attack.
The spinners to the side today. Driven towards the extra cover region. Well protected region there. Basil actually fancies that area. The teammates in the UAE team, Ahmed Raza knows that pretty well. Smart field change up here. Ahmed Raza standing close up. Stop those singles. The pressure. The batsman, the new man, Rishabh Mukherjee, has given an opportunity today.
And the team neatly in tatters. Excessive pressure on the youngster. Tries to get a single there. Comfort.
And look at, if you go back at the toss, it was covered quite. Have a very vital role. That is what we are witnessing here.
Stepping out over the infield, and the ball will this time cross the fence. Rohan Mustafa's sprint wasn't really futile. 4 runs.
A lot of credit should be given to the bowler. Actually, he saw Basil coming down the track and he pulled his length, but Basil, full marks to him.
Again, a very intelligent. Very brave of the skipper to give him an opportunity. Meanwhile, this time inside edge. Ball not have enough power there, but will nonetheless meet the fence for a 4.
Casual looking shot there from Basil, not timing it to perfection, getting an inside edge, and ball rolls the fine leg boundary. Let's look at the replay there. Yes, slightly whiskers away from the stumps.
Well, lucky there, Basil. Have gone anywhere, including the stump. Karthik Mayappan. End. Slightly short. Punched it down the ground. We'll get a single.
Wrong one there, Neil. Important here for Basil to right till the end. The most player has to be there right till the end because it's a final. It will be a pressure game. Have to target that 100-run mark some way or the other.
444 on board. 44 for This time, some flight given. Region will get a single. End the over. 45 for 4 in 5. Situation. 5 overs gone. We've completed the halfway mark. It looks like the skipper is starting. Aditya Shetty come in from the far end. This young lad has turned his way into the side. Didn't get a game for very long, warming the benches, doing the drills of the water boy. And then, the day he gets a game, goes on to pick 4 wickets. This boy has definitely shown the character someone can grow on, become champion for. Aditya Shetty.
The Wonder Kid, number 75. What would be the state of mind when you have got enough games? Then you get a chance, you're not sure whether you're going to get to bowl or no. You think how play at that time?
On this one, in words, single there. Sweeper cover came in. Single. Well, I mean, sitting on the fence, honestly, kids, is itself an opportunity to be a part of this. I look at it in absolute positive. Because it's one of the days where you sitting on the bench was considered a thing. Stepping down, they're pulling the length further back, not giving the opportunity to Basil Hamid play that shot. Dot ball. So, as I was saying that, it's not a bad thing. You being selected to be a part of that squad itself is sitting there in the squad, listening to the seniors who play many games, their experience, watching the game. Again, the same thing, this time a fantastic dive. A single, looking for the 2, chance of a run out. Big shout and he's gone.
Suicidal there. And what an effort by Kashif Daud, and the throw pitch perfect there. And Basil Hamid, even after that dive, could not make it. And the big wicket falling here. Probably the last hope for Fujairah.
Great stuff. Look at this fantastic dive. Runs in. Then, good throw right next to the stumps. Big shout. Hamid's gone. Fantastic camera work done by our team. Wicket number 5. .47 for 5. 5.3 overs. Definitely not the score that Fujairah Pacific Ventures would have thought when they were put into bat. Shiraz Pia, new man in. And Bun. These days, young cricketers have great style sense.
Not forgetting you, Neil. Will I get you a mirror?
Long way away from my length.
Here is Aditya Shetty to Shiraz Pia. Wrong on there on that occasion.
Flip for the spinner, left arm batsman. Then Ahmed Raza is on the slip. I wonder how do tall men like him stand in the slip? Not there. Big shout there. Umpire not interested, but Raza pretty much impressed. The
Well-
slip fielders generally need to stay low. They need to have their hands literally touching their ground. Raza is 6 feet 4 inches tall. For him to bend down would be some task.
Oh, and trying to take the catch. That will definitely be an incentive. to his height.
Optimism, thy name is Asim. 5.5 overs gone. 47 for 5. One more delivery. Aditya Shetty. That went away, and again a shout. What an over. Just one solitary run and a wicket.
Well, here we are back with the batting card here for Fujairah Pacific Ventures. Mohammad Wasim falling cheaply today. 7 of 4. Alishan Sharafu 10 of 8. Mohammad Kaleem 10 of 8. Fasil Hamid 12 of 7. Ikrar Shah out on a golden duck. Rishabh Mukherjee still there in the middle with Shiraz Pia.
Rohan Mustafa, this one has been picked. Fine leg into play. Deep square leg into play. And this field into play. 4 runs. That was silly. Absolutely silly. Not expected from the boys who play at the highest level.
20 hands there, I'd say.
Come on, these are excuses. These are excuses. Look at this. There was a chase on. Ayaz running in, giving in a chase, but fielder there. Look at this. This was so silly.
End properly. No sweaty hands in that occasion.
No hands there. Rohan Mustafa fielding this one on his own fielding. On bowling, beg your pardon. From here on, going to be Mustafa doing it really well.
Wicket here, Neil. So simple.
So casual. So casual, my God.
Batsman Rishabh Mukherjee departing, the youngster.
Look at this. Hold it. Straight back to the bowler. Rohan Mustafa, no celebration whatsoever. Very casual, calm and composed. That's gone.
Have Hazrat Lukman replacing Rishabh Mukherjee. Faces of Team Fujairah Pacific Ventures are there in the middle with the bat.
Rohan Mustafa continuing. Great as an arrow. Good effort there at the boundary. Well done there. Chirag Suri definitely saved a couple of runs for his team. Full stretch drive. Ran in few yards. That is, let's see, some good fitness.
And saved there. They could not manage to even run 2 on that occasion. Neil.
Well, no, probably their anticipation was that it was a 4. They didn't know that the man over there is Chirag Suri. Chirag, Superman. Logging that. And just a second.
The plot here, Fujairah Pacific. Till today, on the big day that mattered,
Yorking him. How often do you see a spinner bowling a Yorker end delivery? That's the end of the over. 53 for 6.
Fujairah Pacific Ventures 50 for 6. And change in commentary. I'll be joined by Kamran, and thank you, Asim, and thank you, Neil.
Catch it!
Well, this one gets underneath it. They're not able to get the big hits. Look at Fujairah Pacific Ventures tottering at 53 for 6, Kamran. Really making rough weather. Maybe that's the first match which they played and they won. They've been very tired. They look to be the body language and their movement of the batsmen lethargic.
Yeah, we can be critical about it, but the thing is, yeah, adrenaline, yeah, feeling of playing the final, the best tonic you can have from all the exhaustion. Anyways, Aditya Shetty, this time trying to go hard at it, but this is Aditya Shetty, a special, the wonder kid, special bowler, playing only his fourth game, and he has taken 8 wickets.
What a revelation he's been, Aditya Shetty, and fantastic youngster, huge potential to go places. Game of cricket if he continues in the same vein.
Absolutely, and I personally see a long future ahead of him. Has the skill and a very good brain to utilize those skills. Again, not giving the room. He floated it outside off stump, but slowed it down.
Fujairah Pacific Ventures 5 for 6 after 7.3. Kamran, what kind of a total are they looking at? I think the first thing they should be looking at is the 100. Get that 100. That is what we need.
Yeah, because not a lot of batting to come. That's the look at the dugout of game. The special thing about Shetty is that he bowls at a very, very good pace for a spinner, and he doesn't get predictable, but he doesn't overdo the variations. He stick to the plan, but he reads the batsman well. So on those couple of deliveries, the batsman was trying to go after him, but they could not.
Good head on his shoulders, this young man. Great potential.
Once again, lofted in the air, fielder underneath it, but it just falls short of that fielder. Rohan Mustafa was good luck for Lukman Hazrat. But Anurag, I don't think these batsmen or the batsmen left in the dugout, they have that kind of, you can say, ability. It's big. Don't forget, I think we said with certainty.
Hold Shetty. End the over after 8. Fujairah Pacific Ventures a dismal batting card, 58 for 6, and the bowling from ECB Blues, 2 wickets for Sultan Ahmed, and some good bowling there, but Here the challenge is for Fujairah Pacific Ventures. They are tottering at 58 for 6.
And here comes Rohan Mustafa to bowl the penultimate over. Good fielding at the boundary line. That's Kashif Dawood. Restricting the batsman to only a single. Very well done. Very well done. That's a good sportsman spirit, cordial fist bump between bowler and the batsman. We don't see that often.
Rohan Mustafa also coming into his own with good batting display yesterday, ensuring his team reached the finals against Sharjah Bukhatir 11 and beat them yesterday. Also bowling well, contributing with the ball and with the bat.
Customary check, bowling check of Rohan Mustafa. Often does that. And this time he goes aerial, looking for the distance. Has he got it? No, but Mohammad Usman once again dropping a catch after getting into the position.
Yes, it would have been really a big setback.
I think it's Mohammad Usman or Mohammad Bhuta. We will have to check.
Nevertheless, the catch dropped and have been a further setback.
I think it was Mohammad Bhuta, not Mohammad. I'm sorry, Mohammad Usman.
The fielder, they're getting runs, trickling in singles, and the bowling completely on top. And the batting of Fujairah Pacific Ventures, they're all at sea right now.
Correct. This time he lofted again. Will that reach to? Oh, that goes over the fielder this time, and that's a much-needed 6 from Luqman Hazrat.
He got an opportunity to free his arms. Luqman Hazrat had a good day with the ball. Nice shot. Evaded the fielder there and did enough to get a 6.
And this time he goes aerial again. I don't think it has the distance. It has. A mighty hit to finish the over. In fact, there is one more delivery left.
And 2 back-to-back 6s, Kamran, which must have infused some fresh blood into the team because they were really languishing there before this. So good, mighty hits by Luqman.
And he finishes it with an agricultural cut, reaching to the boundary for a 4 and 19 coming off that over. That's 9 over gone, 77 for 6.
$77 for 6 after the completion of 9 overs. And a fun fact, Jonathan Trott holds the record for the most test runs, 3,835, without a single 6. Amazing. He must have done a lot of running there, Kamran. Brought to you by Dafa News.
Jonathan Trott was that kind of a player. To play. He was a special player. Coming back to this game, 9 overs gone. ECB Blues captain Ahmad Raza, who is on the screen, won the toss earlier to bowl first. Till this point, he must be very satisfied with his decision and the bowling display from his bowlers. The bowler who is coming to bowl the last over, Kashif Dawood, yesterday he bowled the last over, and that was one fine death over the NC limited overs format.
I think that's the reason he's been interested with the same job today, to replicate what he did yesterday. Last over, 77 for 6. Let's see how many can Fujairah get.
That's it, but straight to the fielder, and there is pretty happy with a single, no throw, one more to the total.
Good thing is, Luqman is on strike and just freed his arms in the last over, took the bowler off for 19 runs. And if we can repeat that, well, we could have a semblance of Fujairah Pacific Ventures nearing the 100 mark.
Kashif Dawood brings a lot of experience behind him. Has played the first class cricket. Which he bowls very regularly and with a lot of success.
So far, Kashif Daud exhibiting why captain has trusted him with the last over. It is captain happy. 2 deliveries, kept the batsman quiet. He's given 1 run. 78 for 4 deliveries left. How many runs will Fujairah Pacific Ventures make? Wait and see.
Oh, this time taking evasive action. The ball rolls down to the boundary for a 4 leg byes. It doesn't matter how they come, as long as they keep coming. So ideally, Fujairah Pacific Ventures would like to see. Let's have a look at it again. So they would, I think, Anurag, they would like to see this total somewhere around 95 if they can, at least 90. Putting the total on the board, they have good bowlers, and if they can. That's an uppercut, but evades the fielder.
But won't really damage much because for a couple of runs. Last delivery before this took his eyes off the ball. Must have got a bad knock because while in the heat of the moment you don't feel it so much. Later on, because things really pain Kamran.
Yeah, but to balance that out, it's the last game. It's the last game of the tournament.
Let's have a look at that. Just took his eyes off the ball and put his body
back live, and this one has been skied in the fielders coming underneath it, but neither of them could get underneath it in time.
What a over Kashif Daud has bowled. Just given 4 runs this over. This is the last over. Doing a great job for his team, just like he did yesterday. Keeping Fujairah Pacific Ventures under check. Last delivery to come. In fact, he's given 5 runs in 5 deliveries. But what a wonderful over.
Yeah, no boundary from the bat. Only 4 leg by. So last delivery of the innings. And this one has been lofted in the air. Did it go the distance? Yes, it does. So the end of Fujairah Pacific Ventures on a good note, crossing the 90 mark. They will finish 92 for 6 after 10 overs.
So you think, Kamran, they have given themselves a semblance of a chance with that last hit and crossing over the 90?
Yeah, that's another look at it. Again, the tennis forehand, which has become integral part of modern day limited overs cricket now. Forehand at the long one. Yes, Anurag, I think it's always good to have some total. Yes, they look 20, 30 runs light. But again, what we have seen from Fujairah Pacific Ventures, their opening bowlers, especially Hazrat Luqman and Sanchit, they have been in good form. Then they have Hassan Khalid. Asil Hamid bowled pretty well in the last game. If they get a couple of wickets up front of ECB Blues and they can manage to set in a panic in the ranks of ECB Blues, they still have an outside chance.
Definitely, and we'll have a look at Fujairah Pacific Ventures batting. Asim Mohammad failing 7 of 4, Ali Shan Sharafu 10 of 8, Muhammad Kaleem 10 of 8, Asil Hamid the captain 12 of 7, Rashad didn't trouble the scorers, Rishabh Mukherjee 7 of 8, Firas Pia 7 of 10, and Luqman Hazrat, well, he was the top scorer, he got 30 of 14, total of 92 for 6, aided by 9 extra.
ECB Blues, what a bowling performance from them in the final. Mohammad Ayaz 2 for 18, Sultan Ahmad 2 for 13, Karthik Mayapan 1 over went away for 12, and then Aditya Shetty. Again, the star on the bowling card, 2 overs for 7 runs. And Mustafa, 2 overs, 1 for 25, and Kashif Dawood bowling the last over, 1 over for 11. 9 extras, and that makes the total to 92 for 6. Here's a look at the over by over chart.
see that they began by about 12 and over. Then it started going down till the fourth over. They actually came down to almost less than 4. And then there was a little pickup there, about 12 runs. And the biggest over was the ninth over, got about 19 runs, followed by the last over, which got them 11.
So that's the situation at Dubai Cricket Stadium. The first innings of the final of the CAF presents Emirates D10 is finished. When we will come back, we will see how ECB Blues do in their chase of 93 runs to win this tournament. Welcome from Dubai Cricket Stadium for the final of Kafu presents Emirates D10 between Blues and Ventures. First innings is gone. Fujairah Pacific Ventures could post only 92. The result, Blues, they will need to score 93 runs of 60 deliveries. If then, joining me in the comm box is Asim.
Well, here as the batting card for Team Fujairah Pacific Ventures, not an impressive one. Hazrat Lukman topping the chart, 30 of 14. Then contributions from Basil, 12 of 7. Mohammad Karim, 10 of 8. Alishan Sharfu, 10 of 8. And then 7 each from Rishabh Mukherjee and Mohammad Wasim. They have scored 92 in their allotted 10 overs. And they have lost 6 wickets. Have the openers in the middle, Kamran. I think
Blues, Mohammad Ayaz 2 for 18, Sultan Ahmed 2 for 13. Happen going for 12 in solitary over. Shetty again 2 overs for 7. Difference maker. Mustafa 1 for 25 and Kashif Dawood going for 8. Only over the last 4. So, Khan Hazrat starting the proceeding. Fujairah, who have been absolutely spot on in the 2 games, and just a while ago he finished the innings 30 of deliveries. If he gets going, Asim.
certainly. Bowled brilliantly today as well in the first game. Here's Lukman. A lot of grin and intensity on his face there. Single of the very first ball by Chirag Suri brings the wonder kid Ritya Arvind on strike. Guard there and that. So the final 59 deliveries, legal deliveries of this Kafu presents Emirates D10 tournament. What do you make out of it, Kamran?
Let's look at what they are fighting for. One of them is going to take one of those trophies. Nazrat. Oh, what a lovely delivery.
Beautiful delivery there. That ball jumped out of nowhere. I think that has something to do with the cracks, Kamran.
Partially, yes. I cannot disagree with you, but I can say can this thing with authority. But Lukman Hazrat has been doing it in the last 2. Well, this length, this bounce from the edge. As a result, there's a slip.
Beautiful delivery once again. Lukman. Look at that man, Lukman. Kamran, beautiful delivery to start up, and I think some positivity, especially coming out that batting display of Hazrat Lukman that has resulted in a very respectable total out here. Something that they have on board to defend here.
Correct, but that something is there, and there's always a scoreboard practice. A couple of silent overs, a couple of wickets can be a different ball game. Again, ball lifting and beating the outside edge of Ritya Arvind. That we don't say very often.
Very disciplined bowling here, and Hazrat Lukman right on the money. Very disciplined, and they have taken the slip off Alishan Sharafu back to the point region where he was there a ball before. 3 dots on the trot.
In the range, and he goes hard at it. Being a bit frustrated with that line. Saw the ball in the range. Hard at it. So Lukman Hazrat, he has already heard fault from the batsman. So you are this broadcast is going all over the world through our digital streaming partners. Fan code and subcontinent. It is UAE, so TV take it just to USA and it is high on the blue and good shot But according to the field, once again, this fielder was moved for that particular delivery. That will finish the first over. So they will be 3 for none after 1.
We have Sanchit Sharma sharing the new ball with Hazrat Lukman, like we have seen in the previous games. The duo will have to offer something for the captain Basil Hamid today.
And it has to match the brilliant over.
No loose strings here. Sanchit Sharma.
This one is in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. Can this be a wicket? Yes, it's been taken. Fielder's claiming it.
Mohammad Wasim, the man who has been absolutely brilliant throughout the tournament. Let's look at the replay here.
And it's Chirag Suri. And what a brilliant catch by Wasim once again. So that's the first wicket gone for ECB Blues. They are 3 for 1. The second over.
Piece of catching there by Mohammad Wasim. He has been up to the mark here, especially after that drop catch of Umair Ali Khan, if you remember. From there on, he has been absolutely brilliant. Mohammad Wasim, the safest fielder in the team, safe as a church that occasion. Running forward, diving to perfection. Sanchit Sharma, the scalper.
The very first delivery, and that brings Ritya Arvind on the strike. Oh, again, movement in the air. Arvind feeling for the delivery. So it's been declared wide. But won't be that unhappy with the result.
Well, the catch once again here. Chirag Suri mistiming it, not getting the meat of the bat. Mohammad Wasim on that occasion definitely has caught eye of Robin Singh for sure, I believe.
Again, a wild heave, and they are claiming for catch. Ritya looks completely out of sorts. That's the experience coming to him. What are you doing to every ball leg side? What we have Asim was it 10? Now every yard channel.
Well, you have to mind your line there. You have to slightly keep it in because you're shaping it away. So automatically, if you close the wide line, you will definitely get spared by the umpire. Rightly called here. Back-to-back wide deliveries here by Sanchit Sharma.
Continuous. Earlier. Wait. Here. To make a Once again, this time he has picked it up, vacant area, and tricked down to the boundary. A 4.
Slightly close here to the body. Not to the body, but yes, he picked up there by Vritar and one to the next side where he fancies from outside the off stump. The 5th wicket.
That's his trademark things about him. He picked up and he has gone. What a big hit for Fujairah Pacific Ventures. They are back in the game.
Game on, Kamran, and Alishan Sharafu on that occasion. Very safe. Cool as a cucumber. Let's look at the replay here.
Again trying a previous delivery, which boundary. But right, we have a game on here. Let's have a look at this. Virti Aravind was denied deliveries in his zone and took that shot and lobbed an catch. Over Asim, how do you see the game?
The game is far from over here, Kamran, for sure. Because 2 early wickets. Fujairah is back in the game, and this total of 93, I think it is 110 now. Early wickets without conceding runs, right back in the contest. A game on.
Do you think whatever missed in the in Sanchit Sharma, who has 2 wickets,
Try at the bowler's end on that occasion. Rohan Mustafa wanted a single, but rightly back by luckily for him that Sanchit Sharma could not get a direct hit. Would have busy there.
what an over. Taking up 2 wickets, claiming both the
Good afternoon. Taking up for it here.
lovely delivery, the pace. Guessing 2 overs gone, and for 2.
Here we have Jaffa News fun fact. Some Italian great football clubs such as AC Milan, Roma, Inter Milan, and Genoa actually began life as cricket. Quite interesting there, Kamran.
Very interesting. Is that interesting as fact that the hour
Well, when I heard that, shocked. Have Hazrat Lukman. What a brilliant first over here, bowled.
Bit to the still is temper. So they did the above over now.
Definitely have to up their standards in the field for sure. It's tough, yes, it is good conditions out there, but you are playing the finale of the Kafu Presents Emirates D10, and these opportunities don't knock your door every second day. You have to live up to the expectations of your supporters, and on that occasion, scramble a single, Rohan Mustafa and Usman.
What a comeback. First quarter.
You
Cut away gap or a boundary.
go for it to Rohan Mustafa, and that is what he can do to you, and disturb your momentum. And on that occasion, perfectly cut away in the gap. He fancies that region.
Fielder has
Corrected short ball then in that case.
bit of a
A card. Taking, I think he the best of all the fast bowlers. Azad Lukman has utilized the surface pretty nicely. But and is so capable to even pierce that gap.
field. We are near. We are hit on the left.
Not impressed here, sure, because he fancies that backward point region. And here we have another change. Short third man in place, and then the square leg that has been taken back by Lukman.
And there's a chance for a run out. And he's gone. What a wicket. Rohan Mustafa is run out.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. The pressure of the finals, and these young lads are actually pulling it off for Team Fujairah Pacific Ventures. The big man, Rohan Mustafa, walking back.
Player of the last match. So 3 weeks. By inch. To see.
This man on the smart, definitely important for ECB. And downtown to it. That is the
Last delivery. Well, oh, finish it. Delivery. And for the over, finishes well. 10 out of 2. Lose 15 for 3.
it's Sanchit Sharma. Obvious reasons he is continuing, and there is the dugout here. Here is a dugout here of ECB Blues. In the air, nicely picked by Mohammad Usman for maximum there. And to take the proceedings further, we have Neil Oja, Anurag Malhotra take the com box.
Thank you so much, Asif. What a situation he themselves in. Welcoming Sanjay Sharma with a 6. One would feel good about that one after being a part of that little run out fiasco. And Mustafa, a yes, no, wait, confusion, and out. 426 tournament success. On the body, again a yes and no. This time Buddha sends him back. Buddy, no way, you're not running on that.
Feel what a match this is turning out to be when things was over and Fujairah Pacific Ventures just got 92. So feeling a little dejected. That's not really the kind of final we want to witness. And suddenly the famed batting lineup of ECB Blues are tottering at 20 for 3 top 3 batsmen, including Arvind, Rohan Mustafa, and Chirag Suri. Back in the game.
Time, fine leg to play our misfield there. Single there. This time for having a little numeric fun with Fujairah Pacific for 33 for 3. Still ahead. Overs for Fujairah.
What a bowling display as Lukman Hazrat, Sanchit Sharma, superb opening spells, so tight, putting so much pressure that they were even able to get a run out, putting pressure on the batsman.
Done it really well. This time towards long on single. Still still definitely.
Bowling batsman quiet, and both Mohammad Khan, who's Mohammad get their mini partnership, but also they need asking rate does not keep climbing.
Sanjit Sharma, last ball of the over. Slight movement of the deck. Single to end the over, so it's 7-4.
ECB Blues chasing 92 to win, and they are 27 for 3. Power play is over. They have not really been able to make use of it. I was comparison between two teams, Neil. Yes, they are the ones been receiving end. Lost 3 wickets, only 27 on board.
Great chase that they did again. Very informative. Well paced. There were a couple of. And Khalid is being treated with a 6, a massive 6. Run down.
That delivery short of length, and the batsman's eyes lit up. Took a beautiful swing at that, connected it fantastically into the third, fourth tier of the stadium. In fact, even fifth tier there. Lovely 6. Welcome. That'll for momentum.
That's a. Let me tell you. 23 for 3, in fact. Look at this. If this score deliveries later. We had again hard hitting. It was not to be
Backed by Dafa News in an ODI against Bangladesh 2012. Gale became only batsman very first ball of Chris Gale.
Chris Gale for you. These are the worms that see. 2 worm. Eddie a cup for track and near the end. The steep. The Blues are concerned. Slightly underrated. Let's see. Quick wickets that they over. Would want. Is and that's some. Would want to. Meanwhile, Sassan coming into pole to boot. And a short one. This time, go to the fence on a couple of bounces for a 4.
Well, Hassan Khalid hasn't started well, really. He's taken off the pressure from the batsman, the long hop, and hit beautifully. 4 runs. He's already given 10 runs in 2 deliveries. Is hitting the ECB Blues batsman off the hook here.
Yes, who's not old. Could be also the lot of full toss. So it is definitely humid there. It in the spinners on the other hand. Well,
I think it very
let's start. Good square leg region. Hit the shot in the hit. Look at this. He's drenched. Looks like he's just come out of the shower. Forgot to remove his shirt there.
absolutely dripping away, 37 degrees. I really batsman. Humidity 50%, 2.20. Really very tough conditions to be playing cricket out there.
Soft hand. Good batting. Go ahead. Hitting the strike. 39 for last ball to come. 12 runs in this over.
For 5.
Straight as an arrow. Two fielders coming in and been done well. For the man who's end of the over.
And final stage for the team out. Humid.
Out. That's what these are not there, they're playing.
Fire.
Soft hands. First run taken, a chance for a second, and they're doing it comfortably. Whosoever said don't field on a misfield didn't watch the D10.
D10 and tens. Old proverb, old. So much relevant. Both these tournament, both well oiled. Out there. Actively.
For that, things running his mind. Not just about his own game, but game of every single player who's in his team. Responsibility. This time towards mid wicket. Oh, he was trying to go for a double, direct hit there. Ended up giving an overthrow, and that was not required at all.
Absolutely, and fielding team needs to keep it tight. They have built the initial pressure on those, and they allow them to get away with easy singles. Tough.
This is a squad sitting into the Pacific Ventures dugout. .45 for free. This is the ITW team. Men behind. Meanwhile, this time into the block hole. But we get a single there. Well dug out. The ITW consulting team, along with ECB, behind the formation of this tournament. The men whose faces are normally hidden behind all the hard work that they put in, right now on camera. This is exactly what is the beauty format. Some great camera work going on by our friends behind the camera as well, bringing you pictures live. Dubai International Stadium, every single corner of the stadium, every single fielder, every single aspect of this game covered beautifully.
Yes, Neil, amazing amount of coordination between different agencies which put together an event like this. Well, that delivery, he went up on his toes to keep the ball down, but straight to the fielder there. Singles, runs are coming in singles right now, and I'm sure the time will be there when they will explode. Meanwhile, the digital streaming partners for this lovely tournament, we are watching this game all over the world. Fan code for the Indian subcontinent, it is Salati Live for UAE, Willow TV for USA and Canada, Sportseye Facebook page, rest of the world, and it's ITW and SF360 digital production for Emirates Cricket Board.
Yeah. Final delivery of his over. 47 for 3. Wide outside the off stump. Yeah. Will be. They're appealing for a catch taken there. The umpires are not interested. That'll be the end of the over.
And 47 for 3 after the completion of 6 overs. ECB Blues needing 93 to win here, Neil. And currently, I think the game very well balanced.
This is a replay that we're talking about. Pump ball there, but it appeared as if it was a catch. Look at this, our team there.
Yes, that's a thumbs up to our camera team. Well done, camera team. You are bringing beautiful pictures, taking them to different parts of the world, bringing this lovely, wonderful event into different households all across the globe.
Mohammad Bhuta now. Again, this one smacked, but good fielding effort there will ensure that they get a couple of runs. Alishan Sharafu, the man who's bowling in. First ball for 2 runs. Wanted to actually clear the mid-wicket boundary, but not to be so. Good effort. Ropes.
Neil, it's been a while since we've seen a boundary or a big hit. So I think we are getting closer to that time.
Wide and slow, and this time now to put in a dive, not to be so. That will be a 4. You just said it, Anurag. Wish you had asked for $1 million dirhams. You would have probably got that also. You just asked for a 4.
It's easier for the batsman to score a 4 when I ask him to do that than for me to win $1 million dirhams.
Well, when you're wishing, wish for the big things.
Yes, absolutely. But as they say, wishes for horses.
Well, everyone would fly. So that brings up 599 tournament fours. Salabat tournament fours. Next up, towards mid-wicket region. Good, sensible cricket. You've hit a boundary, take a single, the strike.
The ball is taking its little time tripping to come to the batsman. It's not coming so quickly onto the bat for the batsman to score easy runs. They have to actually put an effort, actually manufacture a shot because it's just not smoothly coming onto the bat.
Captain there on the boundary line. Long on fence for the left-handed batsman. Rarely do we see skippers standing close in near the fat end of the innings. Fittest of them all, stay back. Soft hands. Come in. Still a single stolen. Seen the best of the fittest cricketers, especially captains, putting themselves up at long on, long off, mid-wicket, including Virat Kohli. He loves to be at that position. And then he gets the support from Mahendra Singh Dhoni behind the wickets, who sets the inner field for him. He stands out and ensures that nothing goes outside that boundary line.
As I say, India always plays with two captains. One is behind the wicket, the other one is hovering around the field.
This time, Russell will have to do a little bit of running. Definitely take a couple of runs at one.
36 required now, and the game is getting tight. 7 for 3. One more delivery. This is the 7th over. And what's your gut feel? Is it anybody's game from here?
Still is anybody's game, because see, look at this. They're not taking any risks so far. They got a boundary. After that, it's just been a singles and doubles game. Last ball. Going down on one knee, will get a single, and that will be the end of the over. So 58 for 3 after 7. Change in the voices in the com box.
The batting card for ECB Blues. Not an impressive start. Mohammad Bhuta, bulk of scoring here, 27 of 14. Mohammad Usman, 17 of 15. A healthy partnership. Ruan Mustafa 4. Prithia Chirag Suri 2. So not a start here. But yes, studying the taking you further in the game. We accompanying Kamran.
Thank you, Azim. What a game we have on our hands. Stage, first quarter of this match, all over for huge credit to them. Five runs to last 3 overs in Muhammad. And this one has been lofted in the air. Is it going over the boundary or into the hands of the fielder? And
Was it the signal? The confusion.
it is 4. Lukman acted of where rope is, not he's already way over. In a 4. Lucky escape. Here, Mohammad Bhuta. I believe is coming.
Moreover,
Desperately coming underneath it and completes the net. That extended catch by Wasim. This could be the match diving by Wasim Mohammed.
You shouldn't think about here that particular trust. Don't see all this sort of wow, brilliant. But was 110 marks out of 100.
So Wasim Mohammed with that tumbling catch, and that has brought Maddox on the field. Looks like taken Olen good part of it.
Strong man. Hit and run. Even if he's not, has the willpower to do it, Kamran.
And Asim batting. Asuri loaded then him
Sanchit Sharma, the pick of the ball, 17 runs and 2 wickets. Mohammad Wasim has picked up a wicket. And Hazrat Lukman there, you can't write him off. 2 overs and a brilliant spell in the power play. Just conceded 10 runs. Impressive bowling card. There are Pacific Ventures. Tense faces the dugout of Emirates E2's Ron Mustafa. Feeling that he should have been.
Moment back. And that's one been lofted by Kashif Dawood. In fact, it's Mohammad Usman because when that catch was taken, so it takes.
On Kamran. Look at that. Doing it. Half a dozen particular courageous of it.
It well. Is oh
Time a slower delivery on that occasion. Usman, but very nicely adjusted there at the last moment. Takes a single and gets the all experience. Kashif Dawood on strike.
what a game we have our hands. 24 more needed. 13 deliveries. Afo present trophy. Mohammed. Inders first chance. So Mohammad Buta doing great guns. Look like that. Okay.
Anyone who wants to take a breather, not the right time. Just hold on for the 13 legal deliveries.
This full toss into the gap. Will it be four? Yes, it does. A lucky boundary. Unfortunate for Fujairah Pacific Ventures. 8 overs gone. To 74. penultimate over of the final of Kafu presents Emirates D10 coming up, and the bowler run up hold this over is Shiraz Pia. Put a good over before that, so 20 needed of 12 deliveries.
This is the over where it can swing way of the Blues or of Fujairah Pacific Ventures. Graspia with all his will have to get right on the money, because if they have a chance here, the last over will definitely have an impact. But yes, the foundation hit here by Shiraz.
Here we go. First delivery, dinky shot, couldn't really ace it. That will only be a single. 19 needed of 11 deliveries. Crossed.
Give credit to Shiraz there. He anticipated and he actually saw that Usman wants to play that ramp, and he followed him, ramping him for that room. Just by, I believe.
That's the DAFA News fun fact. Brian Macmillan, ironically, in cricketer, cricketer Tapati Raju as Master. And jumping to the serious business. Second last of over of Kafu presents Emirates and final. Just to give you an idea, the humidity, playing conditions there. That's the trophy that you can see. The background of Graspia. That's what they are fighting for. And I think there is a lot of you judging from the fact that very well bowled. They are trying to steal a bye. Not much.
Graspia not impressed with Hamdan Tahir there. He reckons that he should have stopped the batsman from taking that by not tumbling over after that collect. But had he not done that, he would have not been in balance.
Same. So I was at you. So on box from where we are doing the commentary starts getting foggy when humidity level raises up. Right now we cannot see clearly from our home box. Anyways, needed of 10 deliveries. What a game has made.
A high scoring game, but yes, brilliant one.
Down, fielder rushing to it, trying to restrict the batsman for a single, and he did very well. So 3 runs coming from 3 deliveries. Still, it's anybody's game. It all depends on how the next 3 deliveries go.
Shiraz has just given 7 in 9 legal deliveries. Here we see the dugout of Fujairah Pacific Ventures, the coach Abdul Latif Khan and the assistant coach Mudassar Ali. They're talking to each other. They look cool, Kamran.
Yeah, and Shiraz Pia has decided to go around the wicket. It's a 4th delivery of penultimate over. Final of Kafu presents Emirates D10. Here he comes. This time Kashif Dawood slices it in the vacant area. It is racing down to the boundary, and it's a 4.
Well, what a shot at the right time here, coming off the bat of Kashif Dawood. 13 required out of 8. Getting closer there, ECB Blues.
Experience, presence of mind, placing it perfectly. He opened his bat, knew where the fielder is. For cover. About the tournament 4 number 602. Shiraz Pia doesn't look happy with that result. Still has to pull himself up. Deliveries most vital. Sounded I was Asalam Kashif Daud, who is looking around, taking a very good look at the fielding.
With the orthodox at bowling, keeping it at the stumps. Offer with
Asim, the only with that very predictable. FPV first delivery. Mohammed hit it. Again, very well bowled, as you asked for.
well, that's what the commentator ordered. Right on the money, and it is so important not to offer room unless the batsman is showing you signs of premeditation, wherein there is a new batsman, the form of Kashif Daud, who has just stepped in. So why not keep him to the basics first?
12 of 7 needed, 11 to tie the game. Asim, are we going to see super over?
Well, that will definitely be the icing on the cake, I'd say, Kamran.
Fun fact is that Kashif Daud bowled the last over, the Pacific Ventures innings, away 11. Final over of the tournament. Is the time for any of these players to become a star, because whatever happened here, it will remain in the memories for a long time.
Last thing you can expect here in lapses in field, and that's what minor adjustments have been made there by the bowler. And here comes Mohammad Wasim to Kashif Daud.
And Kashif Daud again using his brains, picking up the spot and sending the ball over the boundary for a 4.
So, presence of mind coming in place there. Just go rocking on to the back foot there, making slide room for himself, and then gliding it towards the sides of
And it's a dot ball. No, not really. Yeah, stolen a bye.
well, drama.
Still nothing there to pick between the two teams. Both in it, both not yet there.
Well, edges with the ECB Blues there. Definitely after that the boundary of the first ball. But what is it that Mohammad Wasim has got in his mind? We'll have to wait for the last 3 balls. Driven and but straight to the fielder there. Well, singles are coming in and
it's a nail biter.
require 3 of 2.
It's a nail biter. Low scoring thriller, as they say. Again, it's in the air. Fielder coming underneath it, but he won't be able to complete the catch. Batsman return for the second run, and the scores are tied with 1 delivery to left.
Well, it was in the gap and could not manage to cut 2 on that occasion. Comfortably taken there. Kashif Daud and Mohammad Usman have almost done the job here. Just 1 required of the last ball of the Kafu presents Emirates D10 finale.
It's not over. It's not over by any means. A dot ball here will send us into the super over.
Has to be someone. Near the stumps at the bowler's end.
And that's what the Fujairah Pacific Ventures captain and bowler are planning. They have brought everyone inside the ring except for one fielder at the deep mid wicket. So here we go for the final delivery. And they are going for a run easily. And here we go. ECB Blues have chased down the target of 93 at the last delivery. And they are the Kafu Presents Emirates D10 winners.
And what a finale have we witnessed here. And went on to the wire till the last ball. And that is where Emirates ECB Blues have sealed it.
What a game we have had. And just look at these players. They are just doing the fist pumps. They both deserve all the credits to bring this game. And what an appropriate and what a closely fought final we had, Asim.
I second that, Kamran. It was a brilliant final between these two deserving teams, but made sure that they have played excellent cricket throughout the tournament. And we have seen that sort of a performance coming out on the day of the final. Went on to the wire right till the last ball. And here we have the two teams leading each other.
And they both deserve to congratulate each other. Unfortunately, there has to be one winner in this game. Fujairah Pacific Ventures. Although they finish on the losing side. Trusted games back to back.
Well, absolutely, Kamran. We have the winning runs here by Mohammad Usman. The only the region where they had a fielder in the deep, that is where he
must be given to the experience and the presence of mind of Mohammad Usman and especially Kashif Daud, who sneaked 2 boundaries. A very vital moment. In the end, ECB Blues coming out victorious.
Well, Kamran, if that did not come off the very first ball, definitely Fujairah would have be on top of the batting side of that, because that boundary lit of the pressure of the batting side.
Here's a look at all of them failing to get going. Mohammad Usman, CEO of this chase, 30 of 23. Mohammad Bhutta gave the impetus, 31 of 17. And Kashif Dawood.
And here we have the bowling card We have Sanchit Sharma, pick of the bowlers, 2 overs, 17 runs, 2 wickets. Hazrat Luqman, 2 overs, 10 runs without a wicket. Shiraz Pia, 2 overs, 14 without a wicket. And Muhammad Wasim, 2 overs, 24 and a wicket.
Response easy to lose. Eventually, but Bhuta and seeing to Sanchit Sharma, pick of the bowlers, on the seam as well. That look opening that was lose won by 6 wickets.
Especially Fujairah. If I count on my hands, batsman, the man who surprised us was Hazrat Luqman, who went out blazing at the end and getting them to a respectable total. Fortunately, they could not defend. Yes, some character shown on the final day.
Nonetheless, what a tournament we have had. We have 10 days. We have brought you these pictures, all the visuals and all the information from this com box. On behalf of the whole commentary team, Jarvi, who is not with us tonight, Anurag Malhotra, the co-commentator Asim, and Neil, who will conduct the presentation ceremony in a while, and myself, Amran Muzaffar. We thank you all for joining us with us, and it will be all from us. It was a pleasure bringing this game to you. Thank you, and we will see you again.